Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. The Franchise Stars Baseball League returns for year 3 of the FSBL. It is opening day from the Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where division rivals collide. The defending American League champion Cleveland Indians visit the Minnesota Twins. Greatly appreciate 007 BBN Sports Replay and our good friend Steve Tate checking in here for first pitch. Hope you guys are all well. Long overdue. Glad to be back doing some baseball here. We're going to have at least 2, probably 3 games. I should be able to get that late night broadcast in later on. We'll get to that one in a moment as Bert Blyleven takes the mound for a Twins squad that lost a 10.5 game lead from the All-Star break last year. Blyleven 15-10, 3.59 a year ago. The Twins were in control of this division. 10.5 games up at the break. Injuries ravaged the offense. Joe Mauer went down. Joe Cronin went down. Chuck Knobloch went down in the second half, and so did their division lead. Kenny Lofton will step in to lead things off for the Indians. 3-14 a year ago. Again, the Indians, the defending American League champs, they will look to complete the climb this year. It starts off here with ball 1, missing the Lofton. Blyleven looks in, Mauer behind the plate. We'll get to the lineup in a moment. Palm ball misses down low. It's 2-0. Fastball misses up high, so Blyleven struggling a little bit here with his command early. He hasn't missed by much. Napoleon Lajoie, Indians second baseman, swings in the on-deck circle. 3-0 pitch from Blyleven. There's a fastball in there for a called strike. Blyleven deals again. Fastball misses inside to lead off walk to Kenny Lofton, and that's the last thing that Blyleven wanted to do to open things up. So here's Napoleon Lajoie, the Indians' second baseman. Lajoie was asked about his horrific base-running blunder in the World Series last year. He said he has put that behind him. He knows it was a mistake, but he thinks he is looking forward to a big season here, and he thinks he will make people forget all about that. Trying to remember which game number that was, but Lajoie rounding third on a throw from the outfield. Ball had already gotten back into the infield. Lajoie came home, ran through the sign anyway, was thrown out by 50 feet, killing our rally. Probably didn't cost the Indians the series. They lost in 5 games, but even so, that play has lived in FSBL infamy as one of the most notable plays of the first 2 seasons. Blyleven behind Lajoie here, 2-0. That fastball finds the mark. It's 2-1. Throw over to first, trying to keep Lofton close. A half-hearted throw, just to keep him honest. Blyleven from the set delivers. Good curveball. That one's in there. Evens the count at 2-2. Here's the offering. Fastball misses inside. Manny Ramirez waits on deck. Full count here as Blyleven works to Lajoie. Misses inside for ball 4. So Blyleven, a pair of walks to open things up here. And that will bring in Manny Ramirez. Ramirez, a terrific regular season player over the first 2 years, an otherworldly postseason player so far. Ramirez last year, 310, 38 homers, 99 RBIs. He was an absolute beast in the year 1 postseason. He did that again last year until the World Series, and Manny went cold. The Giants neutralized him. Hard to give Ramirez any flack given how good he has been during the playoffs. but he knows he underperformed. He'll look for some retribution, but you got 162 games to go before that happens. 0-2 count, Blyleven ahead of Manny here as he looks to right the ship here in the first. Curveball gets him. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. So Blyleven pulls it together, fans Ramirez on 3 pitches for a big strikeout here in the first. Way out in front of that Blyleven curveball can make even the best of hitters look silly. So that'll bring up the right fielder Larry Doby. First pitch, fastball at the knees from Blyleven for a called strike. 291, 34 homers, and even 100 RBIs for Doby. Terrific season in year 2 for Larry Doby. There's a shot. That's going to be in the center. That'll be a base hit. Dykstra scoops it up. Lofton will come in easily. The throw goes into third. It's not in time. Lajoie goes first to third. It's an RBI single for Larry Doby, and the Indians have struck here in the first. It's 1-0 Cleveland. Low fastball, but right down the pipe. Doby goes down and gets it, hits it hard into center. So now here's Jim Thome. Blyleven will try to limit things here. Hope for a ground ball, perhaps. To double up Thome. A little bit of a generous call there on the outside corner for strike 1. Blyleven from the set. Curveball misses down low. Thome, there you see, has posted a 950 OPS over the first 2 years of the FSBL. Blyleven peeks over to first. Shot there, grounded to second. That might be the double play he was looking for. 4-6-3 double play. Knobloch to Cronin to Herbeck. And the side is retired. But Doby with an RBI single brings home Lofton. Blyleven's early control problems do him in as he walked the first pair. We head to the bottom of the first in Minnesota. Indians 1, Twins coming up. Jamie joins us. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So here is Addie Joss. Joss, 22-5, a 2.44 earned run average in a phenomenal rookie campaign a year ago. Joss earning Rookie of the Year and American League Outstanding Pitcher honors. He gets the opening day start here. He'll face Chuck Knobloch, 248 for Knobloch. Knobloch was hitting much better than that before his injury. Again, he was one of the 3 big injuries in the second half for this Twins lineup that just went ice cold in the second half of the season as they watched their division lead slip away to these Cleveland Indians. Knobloch was not the same player after returning from his injury. That plummeted that average considerably. Fastball from Joss looks good. Ump disagrees. It's 1-1. There's the offering. Knobloch tries to slap it the other way, but it slices foul. The count goes to 1-2. Victor Martinez sets up away. Joss delivers fastball off the plate, and it's 2-2. Martinez wants this one inside. Joss goes high and inside. Knobloch swings and misses, and Joss retires for the first out. Good start for Addie Joss. Todd B., how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Yes, opening day. There'll still be plenty of football, too, but we don't do the Taylor Swift thing. So here's Lenny Dykstra batting in the 2-hole for the Twins. Again, if you're wondering, did not remember from a year ago, before last season, the Mets traded Dykstra to the Twins for Shane Mack and George Mogridge. Dykstra now patrols center here in Minnesota. Lays down the bunt. Popped the bunt up. It's a weird one, but it's going to get the job done. Falls into no man's land, and Dykstra gets down the line. So it's a bunt base hit for Lenny Dykstra to get the Twins their first base runner of the new campaign. Here's Joe Mauer. Pitch out, Dykstra not going. Now we're looking down to third for a sign. Joss delivers. That fastball is in for a called strike. Now it carries over a 12-game hitting streak from a year ago. Throw over to first. Dykstra gets back in ahead of the tag from Tolman. Joss from the set. Delivers. Fastball misses down low. And the managers are fictional because you can't edit them. So I can't edit tendencies or anything like that. Which to me is a huge oversight in the show. Great game, but that's an oversight that bothers me. Since I couldn't edit them, I figured I would just put fictional guys with them and let it play out. They do have different tendencies, but you can't edit them. So each team is managed a little bit differently and such, which is cool. I just wish I could control that a bit and put historic managers in with the teams. This is the show 22. I don't know if they've updated that in the 2 years since then, but since they don't do year-over-year saves, I haven't bought a new version of the game. Dykstra goes there on the breaking ball. He is in there easily. Mauer strikes out. Second strikeout for Joss, but Dykstra at least now is in scoring position as Kent Hrbek steps in for the Twins. Minnesota rocking the 1978 uniforms here today. First pitch swinging at the fastball. Hrbek fouls it off. 285, 31 homers, 80 runs batted in. A good season for Hrbek last year. No, they're not going to have the chew. That's good. That's true. That'd be cool if they added that. One thing I did find out, though, and I have thought the fastball was in there for a called strike, too. I didn't realize this, and I guess just because I didn't look deep enough. So we talked a lot last year, and we would have fun joking around on these broadcasts about Willie Mays and Mel Ott and Lou Gehrig homering and doing bat flips. I know Mel Ott, when he hit that winning home run of the World Series in Game 5, doing like the airplane as he rounded first. You can actually turn those animations off player specifically. So I can make, Gehrig and Mays, like their celebrations, just setting the bat down and not doing that stuff, which I was not aware I could do. So I will gradually go through and fix those home run celebrations so you don't have the weird, Lou Gehrig celebratory bat flips and stuff like that. 2-2 the count as Joss works to Hrbek, lashes it down the left field line, slicing foul. Breaking ball from Joss. Hrbek tops out to first. Tough play here. Tomei flips it to Joss covering. Hrbek runs pretty much in quicksand, so it's an easier play than I originally anticipated it to be, and the side is retired. We head to the top of the second here at the Metrodome. Indians 1, Twins nothing. Brantley, Ramirez, and Martinez due up. Here's Michael Brantley, 253, 13 homers, 36 runs batted in. Fastball in there for a called strike. Leave the bat flips in for Henderson. Yes, absolutely. See if I got to actually see now what other animations they have. Because if I can set some of those specifically, Ricky's little flip and strut kind of thing and stuff like that. Brantley serves one out into left in front of Marcell Ozuna. It's a leadoff single for Brantley to open up the top of the second. A good piece of hitting there from Michael Brantley as Dwayne Marks YouTube Network joins us. How are you, Dwayne? Good to see you, pal. Thanks for checking in. Here's Jose Ramirez. Ramirez, a little bit down here in the average department, 256 a year ago, but 28 homers, 97 RBIs. The Tribe will certainly sign up for that. Blyleven looks in, breaking ball. Hit well out to center. Going back on it is Dykstra. Going back. It's over his head. Dykstra playing shallow, and that ball beat him. Runner had to hold up. Waved around third plate, and Brantley is thrown out. So Brantley holds up. I wonder if Brantley got held up a little bit there because Ramirez had rounded second aggressively, so Ramirez is on Brantley's heels. Brantley had a hold up on that ball. And at that point, Ramirez keeps going. Brantley then has no choice but to round third there. And he's thrown out at home. Good relay. Brantley's gunned down at the plate. Ramirez is in at third. But that's poor base running from Jose Ramirez there to kind of force Brantley's hand. Dykstra playing shallow. That's a ball that Dykstra probably should have caught. They do get the out, but Ramirez is on third. Here's Victor Martinez. Fly ball to left. Ozuna comes on, says he's got it, makes the catch, runner will not tag. Wise decision on the shallow fly ball. So now Blyleven with a shot to get out of this. Here's Ray Chapman, 271, 12 homers on the year a year ago. Curveball pulled down to third, backhanded by Gaetti, throws across the diamond to Herbeck, and the side is retired. So the Indians threaten but do not score. Now the Twins will try to turn that into some momentum as we head to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Tribe. In steps Larry Heil. Fine season a year ago. 315, 15 homers, 60 runs batted in. He will step in to face Addie Joss as we open up the bottom of the second. Fastball misses up and away. Again, later on the channel, 7 o'clock tonight, the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. Here on the channel, Pedro Martinez goes for Boston. Alek Manoah gets the start for the Blue Jays. But the underlying interest in that game, the debut of highly touted rookie catcher Josh Gibson for the Toronto Blue Jays. Then, 10:30 tonight, hopefully. It's sometime between 10:30 and 11, depending when I get out of work. But I think I'll be home in time as Joe Cronin steps in. 10:30 tonight, the defending world champion San Francisco Giants open up their attempt to repeat as champs in Arizona against the Diamondbacks. 20-game winner Rube Marquardt gets the start for the Giants. Randy Johnson, who had a 8-15 record, if I remember, a year ago, despite a 2.55 earned run average. Gives you an idea of how putrid the Diamondbacks offense is. But that'll be the pitching matchup in Arizona this evening. Cronin, weak liner to short. Chapman has it for out number 2. B says Twins unis from about 70. Yeah, the 78 uniforms. Like I said, I'll always use old school unis when I can. Here's Marcell Ozuna, 314, 15 homers. A year ago for Ozuna. Again, Ozuna and Dykstra both acquired before 2022. Before year 2 of the FSBL. I had to custom do the Twins uniforms, and you can't custom do alternate uniforms because everything with the Indians and Guardians and stuff had happened before the game was released. They wiped all that Indian stuff out as far as uniform options. So I was able to go in and create the uniforms thanks to some logos other people had created in the wall. But it's basically just the one straight Indians home uni and away uniform. So they'll wear the same uniforms throughout the season. Them, the Expos, and the Angels are in that boat. Everyone else has a whole variety of uniforms, and I'll always pick one of the older ones. Josh goes up and in. Ozuna swings and misses. The count goes to 3-2. Fastball on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Ozuna doesn't like it. The ump doesn't care. Ozuna can grab a seat, and the side is retired. We'll head to the top of the third. Indians 1, Twins nothing. Opening day, year 3 of the FSBL. In steps Kenny Lofton. Lofton walked his first time up, later came around to score on the Dolby single for the lone run of the game to this point. And Lofton drops a bunt down. Tough play for Gaetti. Charges, throws, and he airmails it down the right field line. Lofton's around second. He's going to be able to run all day, folks. Kenny Lofton will go into third. Error by Gary Gaetti on the bunt. He should have just eaten that ball. Well, actually, an on-target throw might have actually gotten him. I'm a little surprised by that. So it's not that he should have eaten it, but still a terrible throw. And now Lofton, the leadoff man, is on third. Here's Napoleon Lajoie. Lajoie walked his first time up, takes a fastball up and in for ball one. Again, Lajoie, 283, 26 homers a year ago. Breaking ball from Blyleven. Lajoie pulls it foul. Down in the dirt. Good palm ball there from Blyleven. Lajoie goes fishing. 1-2 the count. And he goes to the palm ball again, and Lajoie swings over the top of it. Big strikeout for Blyleven there, his second of the game. And there's one away. Here's Manny Ramirez. Ramirez struck out in the first. We had talked about this a year ago. I think Mike Silva had mentioned it. I think our good friend, Flea baseball fan, Tim had mentioned it as well. That with Manny going to the Indians here, I should probably ditch the dreads and get Manny his little mini fro hairdo instead. I said I was going to do that, and then I didn't remember to do that. But we can fix that later on. Manny will get a haircut after opening day. 1-1 the count as Blyleven works to Manny. Ball misses down and in. It's 2-1. Lofton on third after the Gaetti throwing error. Curveball away, misses. It's 3-1. Larry Doby waits on deck. Nice camera shot going through the X-ray vision of that fan's head. We got high tech here in the FSBL. Blyleven fastball, Manny yanks it, but foul. Oh, trust me, Manny will still have plenty of character. We'll see. He made some interesting defensive plays a year ago, much like real life. Manny turns this one deep drive to left, but that one's hooking as well, and that one will go foul. But Manny timing Blyleven well here. Hello, Hugh. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for checking in. Down in the dirt, Manny won't chase. Mauer blocks it. Lofton holds at third. Ramirez is on with the walk. So runners at the corners, one out here in the top of the third. Here's Larry Doby. Doby with the RBI single, his first time up. Blyleven from the set. Curveball misses away. Blyleven has just seemed a little bit off here in the opener. Fastball there, puts one past Doby. It's 1-1. Command's location just a little bit off the mark to this point. 1-1 pitch from Blyleven. Locks him up on the palm ball, but it rides inside. 2-1. I don't know if he still does, Todd, but I believe Blyleven had given up the most home runs in baseball history at the time of his retirement. Not sure if that's still the fact, but I think he's well up that list. Fastball in there for a called strike. It's 2-2. Blyleven from the set here. Big pitch here in the early going to Doby. 2-2 curveball. Doby, fly ball to center. Dykstra has it. Lofton will tag. The run will get him home. Herbeck will cut off the throw. Manny stays at first. Lofton comes in. Doby has his second RBI, and it's 2-0 Cleveland. So that'll bring up Jim Thome. Thome 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. One is pulled foul. Thome, we mentioned before, the 950 OPS over the first 2 years. He's hit 307 over the first 2 years. A little bit of a boost in the average for Thome. He scalds that one. Thome takes the outside pitch, goes the other way. Rips it in the left for a base hit. Thome doesn't go opposite field much, but he did that time, and he did it with authority. 113.8 off the bat. In case the sound of the bat couldn't tell you that that one was hit hard. Here's Michael Brantley. Brantley 1 for 1. Bat on ball there, off the outside corner. It's 1-0. Brantley plays against righties, sits against lefties. They did play him a little bit against lefties in the postseason last year, opting for his defense. High fly ball. Brantley gets a hold of this one. Max Kepler going back. Does not have the distance I quite thought it did. Kepler reels it in, and the side is retired. But the Indians pick up another one. Lofton scores for the second time off the bat of Doby. We head to the bottom of the third in Minnesota. Indians 2, Twins nothing here in the opener. Here's Gary Gaetti, 242, 25 homers, 58 RBIs last season. Jamie Moyer, that makes sense. Well, Jamie Moyer's nursing home stats will count in his lifetime totals. Oh, 0-1 offering here from Joss. Fastball in for a called strike. It's 0-2. Insurance run for Joss to work with. We'll see if he can make it stand up. Breaking ball there gets Gaetti. 3 pitches, and he grabs a seat. 4th strikeout for Joss. There's 1 away.
Batting 9th, the right fielder, number 26.
So that'll bring up Max Kepler. Kepler and Tom Brunansky figure to be an early season platoon for the Twins. Out there in right field. Joss looks into Martinez and delivers. First pitch in there for a strike. Kepler, a late season call-up last year, 333 over the final month, a homer and 3 RBIs. We'll get a chance at some more playing time this season. Brunansky not a great year a year ago. Ground ball nubbed foul, and Joss is ahead of him 0-2. Joss delivers. Curveball misses down and in. Pitch from Joss. Change up, down and in. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Kepler. 1 hopper out to Ramirez. Easy play down at third. Throws across the diamond, and there's 2 away. Routine play there for Jose Ramirez. So the order turns over. Here's Chuck Knobloch. Knobloch struck out his first time up. Joss delivers. In there for a called strike. Joss rocks and fires. Jam shot popped up. Blyleven's going to take it. I'm sorry, Joss is going to take it himself right in front of the mound. Cuts him off there. Knobloch gets chewed up, pops out, and the side is retired. So we're a third of the way through here in Minnesota. 2-0 Cleveland as we head to the 4th. There you see the old broadcast crew that I fired. John Sciambi, who looks far too much like Shrek than any human should. And Chris Singleton. Here's Jose Ramirez. Blyleven. Ball misses inside. As Todd correctly notes, Addie Joss looking sharp to this point, picking up where he left off a year ago. Ramirez fouls it off. Count goes to 1-1. Blyleven could use an easy inning here. Hasn't been terrible by any stretch, but again, he just has not seemed quite locked in. On ball, chased down low. Breaking ball down in the dirt. Count goes to 2-2. There's a shot, slapped the other way, diving stop. Gaetti knocks it down. He'll try to round it up, but not in time. Ramirez beats it out. It's an infield base hit. So Gaetti with the diving stop, he kept it in front of him. But especially on the turf, ball bounces a little bit too far from him for him to get Ramirez. Leadoff man is on. Here's Victor Martinez. Throw over to first. Ramirez gets back. At palm ball is in there for a strike. Martinez flew out his first time up. Fastball there rides away. It's 1-1. Hugely appreciative of the baseball fans' patience. I know it was a little bit longer after year 2 to get to year 3 than I had anticipated it being. The Madden project was, I knew it would be complicated. It was even more complex and time consuming than I had expected it to be. But now the Franchise Stars Football League is up and running. The Franchise Stars Baseball League is back, and we should have streams pretty much every day across those two sports for the next couple of months at least. Curveball misses inside. I've traditionally basically done one game of the week, for each week on the schedule. I basically sim the week, go to Sunday, and then pick one game on the schedule to broadcast. I might do 2 this season. I need a break from developing projects anyway for a little bit, because the Madden project did kind of take some steam out of me as far as work. I just want to stream and enjoy you guys, you great guys in this community, and just be doing the fun part of this for a little bit. So I may do a couple extra baseball streams over the next couple of months, and while obviously I will still broadcast every postseason game as I always have. Fastball up high, fouled off by Martinez. Full count here as Blyleven works to him. Shot. Victor Martinez drives this one into the gap. That's going to be trouble. That one goes to the wall. Dykstra has it, throws it in, runner around third. That will be an RBI double for Victor Martinez, and the Indians have taken a 3-0 lead. Victor Martinez hit that ball with authority. Slicing away, no shot for anybody to get close to that one. So Martinez's double brings Ramirez home. And now here's Ray Chapman. Still nobody out as Blyleven tries to keep this game from getting away from it. Curveball misses down low. It's 1-0. Chapman grounded out his first time up. Popped up on the right-hand side. Herbeck's underneath it. Puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, number 7.
Blyleven kicking at the mound. Order turns over. Here's Kenny Lofton. Lofton, a walk, a single, and a pair of runs scored. Blyleven looks in. They'll appeal down to third. They say he held up. It's ball one. Fans here in Minnesota not happy with the call. There's another palm ball, slips just inside. It's 2-0. That's what we've been talking about. Blyleven is just slightly missing his spots. That one misses down low. It's 3-0 as Napoleon Lajoie swings in the on-deck circle. Rio pitch. That fastball finds the mark. It's 3-1. Curveball there off the plate for ball four, and Lofton is on for the third time. So now, first and second, one out. It's 3-0 Cleveland here in the top of the fourth. Here's Napoleon Lajoie. Lajoie 0 for 1 with a walk. Blyleven needs to make a big pitch here in this at-bat. Curveball there, in for strike one. Twins offense has some good average hitters, but they do not have a heck of a lot of firepower as far as power goes. Shot down to third, picked by Gaetti. Throw to second, they get one on the first 5-4-3 double play. Nicely done. Gary Gaetti in a beautiful turn from Knobloch at second to minimize the damage, but Victor Martinez with an RBI double into the gap extends the lead. We head to the bottom of the fourth. It's 3-0 Cleveland. Here's Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra bunt single his first time up. Josh fires. Dykstra pulls it foul. Chicago Cubs lead the FSBL with 8 prospects in the top 100 in the preseason rankings. Changeup misses down low there. The Phillies, Red Sox, and Blue Jays have fewer players, but more towards the top half, I suppose, as they are ranked as the top minor league systems in the league at this point. Prognosticator predictions: Red Sox, Indians, and Athletics as the division champions, Orioles and Yankees as the wild card. So the prognosticators think that the AL East will send 3 teams to the postseason. I'm not sure I agree with that. Hopped up on the infield. Jose Ramirez is under it. As far as the prognosticators for the National League, they're saying the Phillies, Cardinals, and Giants will win the division. Pirates and Dodgers to repeat as the wild card teams. The Phillies would dethrone the Mets and Expos, who have won that NL East in the first 2 seasons. One away, here's Joe Mauer. Mauer struck out his first time up. Don't look at the scroll if you don't want to have a hint of the result of the Boston-Toronto game, as that one was pre-recorded. That will air tonight at 7 o'clock. Royals over the Tigers 2-0 in the fourth right now. There's a shot down the third baseline. That'll be a base hit. 1 out single. As the Twins try to get a little something going. Out in California, the Angels have jumped on Chris Sale early for a 4-0 lead. In Houston, the Rangers lead the Astros 4-3. Mark Teixeira has gone deep for the Rangers. Jeff Bagwell has gone deep for the Astros. Orioles and A's just underway out in Oakland. Mike Mussina and Lefty Grove, the pitching matchup there. Our good friend Tim joins us. How are you, Tim? I hope you're having a good day at work, my friend. Clee Baseball Fan 879. Be sure to check out his fabulous channel. One-0 pitch here to Herbert. In Atlanta, the Mets and the Braves are scoreless in the fourth. Tom Seaver and Warren Spahn locked in a pitching duel there. Out in Cincinnati, the Reds are all over the Brewers, 12-2 in the seventh. Jonathan Lucroy is homered for the Brewers. George Foster, a home run and 5 RBIs for the Reds here on opening day. At Wrigley, the Padres and Cubs are tied at 1. We've got a 6-4-3 double play here that'll end the fourth. We'll get back to the out-of-town scoreboard in a moment. But Joss gets the big double play ball from Herbeck. Chapman to Lajoie to the back of the fan's head. We head to the fifth. 3-0 Cleveland. Big Clue in the house. How are you, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Part of the order here for the Indians, starting off with Manny Ramirez. Blyleven, to avoid beating a dead horse here, but Blyleven has just been a bit off. He hasn't been terrible. He just hasn't been on. Manny hits that one well to center. Dykstra chasing it into the gap back at the track. He has it a step shy of the wall. Puts it away, so Manny gives it a ride, but it stays in the park for out number 1. Here's Larry Doby. Doby, single and a sacrifice fly. He has driven in 2 of the 3 runs for the Indians here in the opener. Curveball misses down low. 902 OPS for Doby over the first 2 years of the league. Blyleven deals. Curveball is in. Count goes to 1-1. Doby goes reaching, tops this one out to second. Knobloch charges, throws to Herbeck, and there's 2 away. Dave Little, how are you, buddy? Thanks for checking in. I hope all was good with you, sir. Good morning, all, and happy baseball. Absolutely. I'm telling you, I'm loving the football. I am. I love the project, but I've missed calling baseball, so it's good to be back at this again. And as I said, we're going to have a pretty steady stream of football and baseball broadcasts here on the channel for the next couple of months. I'll be back in a regular schedule now. The birth of my grandson, obviously, which kind of took me off everything for last week, but well worth it because he's amazing. And prior to that, I thank everybody for the kind words as my grandson was born. Everybody sent me nice messages and comments and stuff like that, which was, of course, greatly appreciated. 3-0 count here to Tomey. Fastball on the inside corner. It's 3-1. Good palm ball there from Blyleven. Gets Tomey out in front. So full count here with 2 outs in the 5th. Blyleven looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the game. Breaking ball. Tomey yanks it foul. Tomey yanks that one. That's going to be towards the gap. So much for the 1-2-3 inning. That's going to be extra bases. Tomey around first. He will cruise into second easily with a double. Throw a little bit off the mark. Cronin backs it off as the cutoff man is missed, but Tomey not taking chances. Trying to go to third. He'll hold up there at second. And we've got the base running, as far as taking chances going first to third, pretty well under wraps. We took care of that last year. Still a little bit over-aggressive, rounding third. Few too many chances taken going home. Tried to mitigate that a little bit. Here's a guy who was thrown out at home earlier, actually Michael Brantley. Brantley fouls this one off. Brantley's, though, was a little bit more of a case of Jose Ramirez running up his heels on a ball that Lenny Dykstra probably should have caught out in center. But we'll continue to monitor the third base coaching / running as the season goes on, and if we can adjust it and improve it, we will do so. Glenn Perkins and Doug Corbett up throwing in the Twins bullpen. Oh and 2, the count to Michael Brantley. High fastball. Brantley won't chase. 83 pitches here in the 5th for Blyleven. It's been a slog. Curveball misses down and in. It's 2-2. Blyleven takes his time and delivers. Fastball in there for a called strike 3. Fastball up in the zone. Brantley gets locked up, and the side is retired. So shaky, but gets through it. We are midway through here at the Humphrey Metrodome. in Minnesota. 3-0 Cleveland. Here's Larry Heil. Heil 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. Addie Joss sharp through 4. Picking up right where he left off last year. Heil hits this one well, though, deep to left. Brantley's going back. He's at the track, at the wall, puts it away. So Heil gives that ball a good ride, but Brantley tracks it down a step before the fence, and there's one away. Here's Joe Cronin. Cronin lined out his first time up. Again, Cronin, one of that trio of big injuries for the Twins last year. That saw them blow a 10.5 game lead to these Cleveland Indians. The Indians have been a terrible first half team in both of the first 2 seasons of the FSBL. I do not think the Indians will be able to get away with that again this year. The Tigers, I think, are much improved. I look for the Tigers to contend for a playoff spot. The Tigers, the biggest disappointment in the league in year 1. They improved a bit last year, and now they got Justin Verlander and Schoolboy Rowe, who will figure into that rotation this season. I think the Tigers are going to be much improved. I don't think the Indians can have that slow go out of the gate for a third time this year. If they do that, they might regret it. 1-2 the count. Joss works to Cronin. Fouls off the curveball. Count will hold at 1-2. Victor Martinez sets up away. Goes away. Cronin gets a piece to stay alive. Mentioned Blyleven up in the 80s here in the 5th. Joss, that was pitch number 57. Gives you a sign of how this game has gone to this point. Joss rocks and fires. Cronin fouls off another one. So Cronin giving a good at bat here against Joss. That's 8 pitches so far. Fastball on the outside corner locks him up. Strike 3. Cronin frustrated. There's the 5th strikeout for Addie Joss. That's a beautiful pitch. Right on the black. Cronin doesn't agree, but he can take a look at the replay later on. 2 down. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Curveball out of the zone. It's 1-0. Joss rocks and fires. Curveball misses down low. It's 2-0. Joss winds again. Fastball inside. Ozuna fights it off. It's a terrible pitch to swing at. 2-0. Count goes to 2-1. Fastball there is fouled back. So now Joss has it back at 2-2. We'll see if he can stretch Ozuna out of the zone a little bit here. 2-2 offer. Curveball down low. Ozuna slaps it through the hole on the right side. Good piece of hitting by Marcell Ozuna. The 2-out base runner for the Twins. So here's Gary Gaetti. Gaetti, not much for average, but does have some thunder. Joss has to be careful here. Gaetti can make this a ball game. Swings and misses. Swing like that won't get it done. 0 for 1. Gaetti struck out his first time up. Joss takes a peek over at Ozuna and delivers. Gaetti, chopper out to second. Lajoie has it. Throws to Tome, and the side is retired. So the Twins get a 2-out base runner, but nothing comes of it. We're through 5 here in Minnesota. 3-0 Indians over the Twins.
Your attention, please.
So Blyleven's day is done. They're going to bring in Glenn Perkins. Perkins, the closer a year ago, 42 saves, but you see that ERA up over 5. Perkins has been replaced as the closer this year. Eddie Guardado is going to get first crack at the Twins' closer duties. So in comes Perkins. He'll face Jose Ramirez. Switch him around to the right-hand side. Fastball misses inside for ball 1. If you are new to following the Franchise Stars Baseball League and the Legend Sports Universe, first off, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, I can convince you to subscribe and follow all the action here on the channel. Also, kindly ask, bang that like button if you have not as of yet. YouTube's a big fan of that. And thus, so am I. 3-0 the count. Sir. Perkins, changeup, misses down low for ball 4. So not exactly what you're looking for from your reliever, a 4-pitch walk for the first batter he faces. Here's Victor Martinez. Martinez 1 for 2, RBI double his last time up. Fastball in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Perkins from the set. In the 6th, Yankees lead the Rays 5-3. Kevin Mitchell has driven in 3 runs for the Yankees. Evan Longoria, 2-run homer for the Rays. The Orioles lead the Tigers in Kansas City in the 6th. Angels up 5-0 on the White Sox in the 3rd. They put 4 runs up on Chris Sale in the opening inning. A home run from Mike Trout has contributed to that score. Astros have rallied to take the 5-4 lead on the Rangers. George Springer has driven in 4 for the Astros. Orioles strike first against the A's. Mussina and Grove, the pitching matchup there. Bert Shotton, solo homer for the Orioles to give them the lead. Here, 0-2 count as Perkins works to Victor Martinez. Change up inside. He holds up. They won't even appeal it. Mets and Braves still scoreless in the 6th. Seaver and Spahn, a good one going there. Shot out into the gap in right center. That ball's carrying. That's going to go to the wall. It's a 1-hopper off the fence. Ramirez is around third. He'll come around to score. It's the 2nd RBI double of the game for Victor Martinez. And the Indians have increased their lead. It's 4-0 Pride. So the leadoff walk comes around to score. Indians picking up where they left off last year. Here's Ray Chapman. Chapman is 0 for 2. Fastball misses up high. Later on, Dodgers and Rockies, Clayton Kershaw and Jeff Francis, the pitching matchup there. Fastball on the inside corner. It's 1-1. And Perkins giving a somewhat weird side eye there. Checks the runner at second. Chapman ground ball to short. Martinez will obviously hold. Cronin throws to first and he pulls Herbeck off the bag. Second error by the Twins. Gaetti had the throwing error earlier, and now Joe Cronin commits an error here as well. Routine ground ball. Chapman runs pretty well, but Cronin had a little more time than he thought there. Particularly on the turf, the ball getting to him a little bit more quickly. But the errant throw pulls Herbeck off the base, and now here's Kenny Lofton with no outs and 2 men on. Lofton has reached all 3 times. Single and 2 walks. Squares there, going for the bunt base hit. He bunts it foul. Lofton already has a bunt base hit in this one. I got to go through some of those ratings. I think some of these fast guys bunt a little bit too frequently, but that's something that I can adjust. Fastball there, misses up high. It's 1-1. There's the pitch. Fastball off the plate. Lofton won't go chasing. 2-1 the count. Perkins delivers. Lofton serves it out into left center. That's going to get down. That's a base hit. Victor Martinez rounds third. Ozuna's throw home will not be anywhere near in time. It's an RBI single for Kenny Lofton, who is on board for the fourth time in this one. And it's now 5-0 Indians. Perkins went away on him again, and Lofton just dunked it out there into left. Good piece of hitting for Kenny Lofton. So now here's Napoleon Lajoie. A little surprised they haven't pulled Perkins. Again, I don't get involved in bullpen subs or pinch hitters or anything until the 7th inning on. I don't really want to manage full games. So up until then, I let the game do what it does. Fly ball there to center. Dykstra tracks it down. Runner tags up, and now runners at the corners. Here's Manny Ramirez. Leaving Perkins in to face Manny might be a mistake. Change up in there for a called strike. Indians have left 8 on base. This game could be far worse than it is. 0-1 offering. Manny scalds that one, but foul. It's 0-2. Again, Bert Blyleven not sharp today for the Twins. He'll be fine. Blyleven will always be at least solid over the course of the season. Fastball up high. Manny chases, fouls it off. Trying to protect that outside corner. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Saws him off. Good pitch there by Perkins. Goes foul, though. And Manny will get another crack with a new piece of lumber. That one rides inside. It goes to the backstop. Wild pitch from Glenn Perkins. Ray Chapman comes home to score, and it's 6-0 Cleveland. So 2 errors, a wild pitch. Just kind of summing up how this game has gone for Minnesota. 1-2 slider, misses down and in. Two offering from Perkins. Manny crushes another one down the left field line, but that one goes foul as well. Two pitch, breaking ball, fly ball to center. Playing him way deep, but this ball's got plenty of hang time. Dykstra gets under it, puts it away. Lofton will hold at second, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, number 14. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now,
so Perkins will come out. Here's Doug Corbett. Corbett, a fine year a year ago. 55 appearances, a 2.95 earned run average. He was 5-4 on 1.24 whip. He will try to keep things from getting any worse here. Even though he's a righty, they'll bring him in to face Larry Doby. I believe Perkins might be the only lefty in that Twins bullpen. Oh, they have, I'm trying to remember if Tom Hall is the lefty. They have him out there also. Hall's a setup, man, and you're down 6-0. 0-2 the count here as Corbett works to Doby. Lofton on second. There's a shot out to left. Ozuna has it tracked, though. Puts it away, and the side is retired. But the Tribe add to their lead. The Twins have some long road ahead of them. Kepler, Knobloch, and Dykstra due up for Minnesota. They trail at 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. So here's Max Kepler 0 for 1. He grounded out back in the 3rd.
Number 26.
Addie Joss felt like he was in the dugout for an eternity there for that top of the 6th. Kepler, first pitch swinging at the fastball, fouls it off. Joss rocks and fires. Fastball misses up high. Joss winds and delivers. There's a shot out in the center, but Lofton has it tracked. Ranges into the gap, posts underneath it, and puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, second base.
Hey there, Buckshot. Yeah, Indians off to a good start here. Blyleven a bit shaky. The Twins have also made 2 errors. They also allowed a run on a wild pitch by reliever Glenn Perkins in the top half of this inning. But, I mean, the Indians, they're the defending AL champs for a reason. They are really, really solid. Getting a fine opening day start here from Addie Joss. 1-0 the count as that one misses inside. That one down the right field line. That's going to get down. That's a fair ball. Doby gets to it. He'll throw it in the second, but it'll be a 1-out double for Chuck Knobloch. As the Twins try to get some glimmer of hope at a comeback. So now here's Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra's 1 for 2.
Number 4.
Fastball in for a called strike. Dykstra, bunt single back in the 1st. 288 a year ago for Dykstra. 33 stolen bases. There's a shot the other way through the hole. That's a base hit. Coming up and throwing is Brantley. Dykstra comes around to score. He gets in there. Knobloch comes around to score. Dykstra takes second. And the Twins have their first run of the season. It's now 6-1. Good piece of hitting there by Dykstra, just slapping one through the hole. Good friend Steve Pate is interested to see what enhancements are in the show 24. Would love to see them allow roster files from previous imported. I know you would be too. Yeah, I've already been told that that's not happening. They have no interest in that. The show it's all about their whole Diamond Dynasty thing. Supposedly there have been very few modifications to franchise mode. They have added a few more stadium templates from what I hear, but also there's still a bunch of the basic stuff missing from the stadium creator. You still have to put the bullpens on the field, from what I hear, which hasn't been done since the 80s. I assume they fixed the no turf field template thing, which drove me nuts with this. Hopefully, you can at least make places like Riverfront and Three Rivers and stuff like that. Ken Herbeck steps in here with 2 outs, but the year-over-the-year saves thing, I do not see that coming back. I mean, at this point, it's not like I would recreate this project anyway. But slash down to third. Ramirez knocks it down, throws to first. Herbeck is retired, and down go the Twins. But Minnesota gets on the board. Knobloch driven in on the RBI from Dykstra. We head to the top of the 7th. 6-1 Cleveland. So here's Jim Thome. Thome 2 for 3, a single and a double. So I know when I beat this drum, and I know Steve, is someone who does this, roster and project creation and stuff like that too. I know you kind of get where I'm coming from here. And I know it's a bit self-serving as Thome drives this one deep into the gap in right center, and that ball is out of here. Jim Thome unloads. We'll get back to my gripes in a minute. But Thome hammered that ball off Doug Corbett. 3rd hit of the game for Thome. That one got out of here in a flash. So Tomei's first home run of the year, and the Indians pad their lead. It's 7-1. Yeah, that hanging mid-thigh breaking ball is probably not the pitch you want to throw to Jim Thome. Probably dented one of those seats. But these game companies, SDS, EA, at some point they have to have a regard for roster and mod creators. They completely, and I know Diamond Dynasty is the big cash cow for SDS, and EA has their own things, their cards and whatever. Matt Guerriero and Bob Porterfield throwing in the Twins bullpen. But when you look at the number of mod files that get downloaded, and I don't even know what it's like on PC, I'm just strictly talking in the console, but like from Madden, like there are more than 21,000 mod files uploaded into the vault there, and a lot of them are incomplete projects or just dumb stuff that people upload or whatever, but still, obviously a good number of those are things that people have done. I don't even know what the current number would be in the vault in MLB The Show, but it's tens of thousands of files that modders create for your game. Give people something. Reward those guys because they contribute to your game. Line shot there into the gap. Jose Ramirez goes the other way, and things getting from bad to worse here for the Twins. Run will come around. It's an RBI double for Jose Ramirez, and the route is on here in Minnesota. It's 8-1 Cleveland.
The catcher, number 41, Victor.
Again, I know it's self-serving because I am a mod guy, but you know, I don't even release stuff to put in the vaults anymore. Just by the nature of how I do things and how I tweak things in franchise mode and stuff like that. As that one goes up the box, it's an RBI single up the middle. Ramirez comes home to score, and it's 9-1 Cleveland. So Victor Martinez continues to have a good day, and the Indians have just put their hitting shoes on as this game has gone on.
Your attention, please. Now,
so the next reliever comes in. Here's Bob Porterfield. 18 appearances a year ago, 2-2, a 5.48 earned run average in 23 innings of work. That 1.6 whip a bit unsightly. They'll hope for improvement from him in that regard. Here's Ray Chapman. First pitch in there for a strike. Chapman yanks that one foul. Let's see this was long, so it went off the screen. Jim's grandmother worked at the Caterpillar plant solely to play for the company's softball team. His dad played for the Caterpillar team, and his Aunt Caroline Tomei Hart is in the Softball Hall of Fame. That is really, really cool. I did not know that. That's pretty fun. That's good stuff. We like that. Always like little nuggets like that. Again, well, everything that I do here, this is just a celebration of baseball history and you know, obviously football project, football history and sports history. You know, it's just I don't. Beatles, our good friend Beatles, eternally gave me credit, you know, for like trying to like, educate people and stuff like that at one point last year. And I hugely appreciate that, but I'm not that arrogant to think that I do that. But I do just hope that I get people to kind of, hey, look up some guys you haven't heard of. Appreciate the stories. Appreciate the history. Cool little tidbits like that about, like, Homie. You know, just everything that kind of goes into sports is the fabric of the country and stuff like that. I want to celebrate all of that stuff. 1-6-3 attempt there, but you're not doubling up Kenny Lofton. Beats it out, 2 down. And in a route, now you're kind of getting to the point where you start talking about things a little bit besides the direct results of the game. You know, on the Mets broadcasts here in New York, if there's a route, Gary Cohen and Keith Hernandez and Ron Darling, they have a box of old baseball cards that they keep in the booth, and they just start taking out old baseball cards and talking about, you know, Darling and Hernandez. Hernandez in particular has such great memories of these guys. and to start talking about memories of these old ball players and stuff like that, as Lofton is forced out at second to end the inning. That's how they kill blowouts. I should dig out my old baseball card collection. 7th inning stretch time here in Minnesota, and I think a lot of these fans may start stretching their way towards the exit. 9-1 Cleveland as we head to the bottom half. Here's Larry Heil. He's 0 for 2. He's got a fly out and a ground out in his 2 appearances. Addie Joss at 78 pitches as we start the bottom of the 7th. Fastball misses inside. It's 1-0. Let's talk about Todd Van Poppel during a blowout. Man, Todd Van Poppel was so highly touted. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated and just never panned out for him. I think he had an injury too, but he wasn't panning out before the injury ever happened, if I remember correctly. Hopper down to third. Ramirez throw to first, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, number 9.
Todd Van Poppel does not qualify on the Oakland A's Master 100-player roster. Here's Joe Cronin. Cronin is 0 for 2. Fastball in there for a called strike. Changeup is in there. It's 0-2. Cronin puts this one out into the gap. Ranging over. Long run for Doby. He lays out. Can't come up with it. Cronin around first. Lofton backing up. Cronin will pull in at second with a stand-up double, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. So Cronin has his hit of the new campaign. Good effort there from Doby. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna is 1 for 2. Fastball misses inside. Just underway out in Seattle, the Marlins and Mariners. Jose Fernandez and James Paxton, the pitching matchup there. Fastball misses down low. Ozuna, fly ball to left. Got that one off the end of the bat a little bit. Brantley is underneath it for out number 2.
Now batting, number 8.
The Reds have taken down the Brewers 13-2. Big opening day rout there for the Reds. Dolph Luque with the win. Brandon Woodruff takes the loss. George Foster 4 for 5, a pair of homers and 6 RBIs. Big George gets the season started on the right note for the Reds. One and 0 the count. Joss delivers. Fastball in for a called strike. That one's fouled off. Ripped foul, but foul nonetheless. So Joss ahead of Gaetti, 1-2. 90 pitches so far for Addie Joss. Not that the pitch count is a big deal to Joss, but in a 9-1 rout, you may see that this is the end of his day. Gaetti hits this one well to right. That's carrying, but Doby tracks it down in the dimly lit corner, and the side is retired. So we're through 7. Cronin is left stranded at second. We head to the top of the 8th in Minnesota. It is 9-1 Indians. Here's Manny Ramirez. Bob Porterfield will stay in for Minnesota.
Manny Ramirez.
I don't know if it's just the angle there, but Joe Mauer looks like he's 2 feet taller than Manny Ramirez, just from that odd camera angle there. Fastball misses down low. 46,564 in attendance here at the Metrodome. Fastball in for a called strike. Changeup misses down low. It's 2-1. Ground ball up the middle. There's a base hit from Addie. So Ramirez is on with a leadoff single to open up the top of the 8th.
Now batting, number 14.
Right back through the box. That'll bring up Larry Doby. Doby is 1 for 3. Curveball, a slider, excuse me. Taken outside for ball 1. I have to jump off the broadcast here for a moment.
Number 25. Now batting, number 4. Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Now batting, catcher, Victor Martinez.
Sorry about that. My wife was calling, and she's working, so when she calls me in the middle of the day, I wasn't sure if there was anything, if there was a problem that needed to be tended to. So take that call. But now I chased her off for opening day. She'll never listen to this. She won't hear that I said that. So Porterfield working to Victor Martinez in what is now an 11-1 game. Send her the broadcast schedule. Don't you know what I'm doing? It's opening day. Ground ball to second. Victor Martinez is thrown out, and the side is retired. But Larry Doby cranks one out, continuing the Indians' onslaught here in the opener. We head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. It's 11-1 Cleveland. So Joss will stay in at 91 pitches to start the bottom of the 8th.
Number 26.
Here's Max Kepler. Fastball misses up and away. Joss rocks and fires. That one is fouled off. It's 1-1. That one is fouled back. 1-2 the count. That one, fastball off the plate. It's 2-2. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. Down goes Kepler. That's strikeout number 6 for Addie Joss, and there's one out here in the bottom of the 8th. So Joss certainly not missing a beat from his terrific season a year ago. No sophomore jinx. Setting up here for Joss. Fastball. Called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Fly ball down the right field line, slicing away. Bounces in foul ground, and the count goes to 0-2. Doby gives chase, half-heartedly. 0-2 pitch coming from Joss. Now block fouls it up. Joss rocks and fires. Knobloch fouls another one off. Again, 7 o'clock tonight. Red Sox and Blue Jays. And then 10:30, maybe a little bit later, we'll see, but I'm shooting for 10:30. The defending champion, San Francisco Giants, will start their attempt to repeat as champs. They will open up in Arizona against Randy Johnson and the Diamondbacks. Knobloch flies out. There's 2 away. That'll bring up Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra 2 for 3, a pair of singles and an RBI. Up, Jeff. Fly ball to right. Doby doesn't even have to move for this one. He'll put that one away. Howie the Bernedoodle getting up off the couch. Seeing if we can unplug my microphone here. She's thoroughly unimpressed with the blowout here. We head to the top of the 9th. Addie Joss, 8 innings of 1-run ball. It is 11-1 Cleveland. Ray Chapman will step in for the Tribe. 0 for 4, struck out his last time. Bob Porterfield will get an opportunity to finish this game out. No reason to burn up the bullpen in the series opener. Chapman grounds out to Herbeck. There's one away.
The batter, number 7.
Here's Kenny Lofton. Lofton 2 for 3, pair of singles, an RBI, 2 runs scored. He's been on base 4 times. Fastball at the corner, strike 1. Kenny Lofton, in my eyes, should be a Hall of Famer. You can make a borderline case for him, but I think Lofton qualifies. Earns this one, line shot, but Knobloch makes the play, ranging to his left. There's 2 away.
Now batting, number 0.
So here's Napoleon Lajoie. Lajoie 0 for 4. One of the few to not join the Indians hit parade in this one. Fastball up and in. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. Lajoie flies it to center. Dykstra ranges, puts it away, and the side is retired. It's a good job there in the ninth by Porterfield. A small measure of something positive for the Twins in this route. Part of the order coming up in the bottom of the ninth, with miles and miles of bad road ahead of them. Here's Joe Mauer, 1 for 3, and Addie Joss is going to get the opportunity to finish this one up. 102 pitches as he opens up the bottom of the ninth. Mauer, first pitch swinging, skies it to left, coming on. Brantley can't come up with it. It falls in front of him. It's a base hit for Joe Mauer. So we'll see if the base runner ends Joss's day.
Now batting, number 14.
A little bit surprised, actually, that Brantley didn't get to that ball. Or didn't come up with that ball, I should say. Here's Kent Hrbek. Hrbek 0 for 3. Fastball at the knees for strike one. Mike, no need to apologize. It's all good, buddy. I hope all is well with you. They have dropped the hammer here on the Twins. Joss picking up right where he left off a year ago. Blyleven wasn't sharp. The bullpen was less sharp. Twins have made 2 errors. The run scored on a wild pitch from reliever Glenn Perkins, and it's just gone from bad to worse for them as this game has gone on. Hrbek flies out to right. Doby puts it away for the first out. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad to be back doing it. Like I said, I know it was a longer gap than anticipated. I thought it was going to be about a month after year 2, and then I got involved really deep into the Madden project, and that took longer than expected. And before I knew it, almost 3 months had gone by between seasons. But we're going to have steady content here for the next 2+ months between the baseball and the football. I'm not starting any new projects or anything like that. So just be kind of streaming and chatting with you guys and enjoying the fun part of what I do here for the Legend Sports Universe. So certainly appreciate you coming along for the ride. Kyle pulls this one foul. Count goes to 0-2. Please be sure to tune in. I know most of you already do, but tune into each other's great channels and content as well. Field of Dreams project, the Big Clue and Steve Tate run. Mike, of course, does great broadcasts and for that, as does our friend Beat Eternally. Steve, of course, does those. Wayne Mark's YouTube channel has great stuff on his channel. Dave Little. Buckshot does great broadcasts for the FOD as well. Friend 007 always has some broadcasts going. So we got lots of people in this chat who do great content. Flea baseball fan as well. Skied out to left. Brantley puts that one away, and the Twins are down to their final out.
Now batting, number 9.
Like a bra or a jockstrap, let's support each other. My friend, you should put that on a bumper sticker. Here's Joe Cronin. Cronin 1 for 3. Fastball misses down low. So again, I've got a pre-recorded game that'll air at 7 tonight. I'll be in the chat for that one, but I'll be at work. Red Sox and Blue Jays. Again, ignore the scroll at the bottom if you don't want to see how that game ended up. Was a good one, though. And then I'll be back on live tonight, targeting 10:30, and maybe sometime between 10:30 and 11 for the Giants and the Diamondbacks. Sky to right, carrying. Back at the wall, Doby puts it away, and the side is retired. So the Indians start their defense of the AL crown with a hammering victory, 11-1 over the Minnesota Twins. That's about as good a start as you can ask for if you're the Tribe. Twins will live to fight another day. Joss with the win, Blyleven takes the loss. Started off badly for the Twins and just got worse as this one went on. Check out a couple of the highlights there. There's Brantley getting over. I don't know if Brantley almost may have gotten in there. That was Jose Ramirez's fault more than Brantley's. Tomei hammers a home run out. Doby hit one out to pretty much the exact same spot, actually. Denting those seats that I don't think were ever used in the history of the Metrodome. 11 runs, 17 hits, no errors for the Indians. 1 run, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Twins. Jose Ramirez gets player of the game honors, 4 for 4. Double, triple, RBI, 3-run score, but you could have taken your pick from guys in that offense, as well as Addie Joss. Joss gets the complete game. He does allow 1 run, walks none, strikes out 6. Blyleven lasts only 5 innings, allows 8 hits, strikes out 3, walked 4, gave up 3 runs. And then the bullpen threw kerosene on that fire. So that'll wrap things up for here. Back at it, the FSBL Year 3. It is really, really good to be doing baseball broadcasts again. I appreciate you guys all tuning in. Appreciate your patience in waiting for me to get this Year 3 up and running again. But again, the support, hugely appreciated. Our good friend Dave Little, Mike Silva, Clee baseball fan, Steve Pate in the house as well. Big Clue. Rolling on up here. Want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Buckshot was here. Dwayne Marks was here as well. Todd B in early. Hugh was in the house as well. SGJ Jamie and 007 rounding out the chatters here on opening day. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully I will see you later on tonight as opening day continues. Opening day with the FSBL Year 3. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Be good to each other, and we'll talk soon.